Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to PVLD's Japanese cooking class. This class is being presented as part of our 2013 summer reading program. Reading is so delicious. And this summer we're highlighting some of the excellent food-related resources available here at the library, such as cookbooks and culinary travelogues. As always, however, our best resource at PVLD is our community of talented and generous people who share their knowledge and expertise to open up new vistas of experience for our enrichment. One such person is our instructor for today, Miki Shioya. Miki has presented several excellent cooking programs for us here at the library, and today's class on Japanese party food promises to live up to her high standard. We're very pleased and grateful that she's agreed to present a final class for us just before her move to Japan. Today, Miki will be assisted in today's demonstration by Yasuko Osaki and by helpers Beth Stallkamp, Sarah Cho, and Yukiko Ishikawa. And also before we start, I'd like to acknowledge the PVLD staff who have organized this and many other events. Mary Cohen, who is our team leader for this program. She's here somewhere. Charles Kraus and his facilities department, who sets everything up for us. And Ashley Kagan, our leader in programming, who mentors us all. And of course, most importantly, I'm coming to the end. Most importantly, we'd like to thank PVLD and the Peninsula Friends of the Library, whose funding makes all of these programs possible. And now, please join me in welcoming again Miki Shioya and friends for today's class on Japanese party food.
Hello everyone, my name is Yasuko Osaki. I will be emceeing the event today. I'd like to introduce to you Miki Shioya. She and I have become good friends after she did a cooking class for a ladies group that I belong to. She worked for Sharp Electronics. You may be familiar with that company. She was an engineer in their kitchen appliance department, worked there for 13 years. She has been in the LA area for 3 years and will be returning back at the end of August. We will miss her terribly because she has had, this is her 5th and last cooking class, and what a wonderful turnout. This is wonderful. We didn't expect to be running out of seats and have to turn people away at the door. But because it is her last cooking class, you will be the lucky ones. You get to see her in action just before she goes back. Today she will be joined by her 2 adorable children. They will be acting as little chefs in part of the demonstration as well. And she will be doing most of the talking, but I will also be assisting. And any questions that you have, you can raise your hand. If the timing is right, we'll answer them as we go. But we hope you enjoy the show.
Hi everybody, thank you for coming. So some of them, nice to see you again. I'm Miki. I'm so happy to glad come back here. So library is my favorite place for me, this library. I made many friends here and they opened my new life. So I especially enjoy some event or story time with my kids. So I'm very happy to share Japanese cooking with my favorite community. So at first, I'd like to share, today I will show 9 recipes. So some of so there are lots, so some of them just I will introduce part of them. But before starting the demonstration, I'd like to share the Japanese culture. It is going to introduce miso. It's about 3 meats. So how important miso is our Japanese people. So let's enjoy.
And while we're waiting, can I have a show of hands? Who have been to Miki's cooking class before? Wonderful. So she's got you hooked. That's great. Another question for you. Part of this demonstration is going to involve tofu. How many of you, first of all, are familiar with tofu? Okay, and be honest, how many of you like tofu? Oh, good. Okay. We did this presentation for a women's group that I belong to. We had like maybe half the group raise their hand, and then when I said, "Do you like tofu?" half of them, took down their hands, and we were like, "You're eating it for the health benefits without really enjoying the taste." So hopefully, we will get you hooked on the health benefits of Japanese cooking as well. And you'll find that it's very easy. Most of the dishes that she's prepared today are very easy. That's why we're doing actually 9 dishes.
This shop in Tokyo not only makes its own miso, but also sells a total of 50 different varieties from all over Japan. Each tub contains a different type: reddish miso, white miso, salty miso, and sweet miso. Miso is a fermented food made from soybeans mixed with salt and the fermentation agent known as koji, which is made from grains such as rice and barley or soybeans. Miso is used in virtually every aspect of Japanese cooking. By far the most common use is in miso soup. Rice and miso soup are the cornerstones of a traditional Japanese meal. Since the end of the Second World War, Japanese eating habits have become westernized. But even so, miso soup remains as popular as ever. The most common type of miso is made with rice koji. In the Tokai region of central Japan, miso made with soybean koji is popular. In Kyushu, in southern Japan, and some other areas, more miso made with barley koji content is consumed. Each kind of miso reflects the climate and traditions of the place where it's made. In the old days, miso was often made at home, so the taste can vary not only from region to region, but from one household to another. Families would grow up with the taste of their own homemade miso. Miso is used in the preparation of all kinds of dishes. Here are some examples. Miso katsu, breaded deep-fried meat cutlets with a miso-based sauce. Furofuki daikon, soft-cooked daikon radish topped with sweetened miso. Udon noodles cooked in a miso broth, the signature food of Aichi Prefecture. And kinzanji miso, with a history of 800 years, which is often served as a side dish. Used in recipes featuring all kinds of ingredients, miso has been a mainstay of Japanese cooking for centuries. These days, miso is moving beyond the boundaries of Japanese menus and into French cuisine too. For this beef dish, the chef first braises some beef fillets with red wine. Then he adds some soybean miso and stirs it in well. This recipe draws on the distinctive characteristics of soybean miso, its deep, rich flavor and subtle bitterness. Using miso in place of butter creates a flavor better suited to Japanese palates. Miso, a traditional Japanese seasoning, is now starting to transcend culinary borders, adding its goodness to other cuisines.
So that was our little video on miso. How many of you had had miso? Oh wow, I'm quite impressed. This is great.